Every Sabbath. No, we right here at the old Series Field.
We at the old Series
every
Field.
Saturday from like 12 to 4:30.
Why don't you pull over and get some understanding right quick, get a number or something.
Let's get that.
Then pull over, you had a man like get up.
Acts 17 and 3.
Acts 17, 1 through 3.
Acts 17, 1 through 3.
What it says, man, this is a chop for those that say we don't keep the Sabbath because Christ resurrected on Sunday, which is a lie itself. That's a lie as well. Come on, Negro. I'm super lie.
Now when they had passed through Amphilia and Apollonia,
right,
they came to Thessalonica.
They came to Thessalonica, right? Come on.
Where was a synagogue of the Jews.
So it's Israelite synagogues all in these various spots you call Asia Minor and Greece. You feel me? So that shows you that we was living outside Jerusalem as well.
That's right.
No, that's why you can read. We got the books and we got the pictures of black folks in Greece living. You feel me? As pagans doing their thing.
They saw that when they uncovered that, the Samolian wall, that ancient migration of the Israelites into Greece and all that. You see that on the History Channel.
See, you can read the book of Maccabees and you can get that. First Maccabees, when Alexander, when they Hellenized Jerusalem. A lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, said we gonna be Greeks and we gonna go off and become Greeks.
That's right.
And they start performing naked. You feel me? That's where you get your Olympics from. They set up a sacrifice to their God.
Ceremonies this year, man.
Yeah, man, satanic. Very satanic,
Straight satanic.
Yeah, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 2. And Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them. And 3 Sabbath days.
What days?
3 Sabbath days.
What days?
3 Sabbath days.
This is after Christ resurrected. Paul was going into the Sabbath, going to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, as was his manner. That's what he did. This is his mannerism. He does this on the regular. What you mean?
Was this before or after the mass?
This is after the mass.
Was that after the light came to him on the mass? Oh, that was after.
Right. So you say as was his manner, 3 Sabbath days, meaning what? 3 weeks in a row. Come on.
Reasons with them out of the scripture.
So check this out. Paul, Israelite, he going to the synagogue where his peoples are, and he reasoning to them out the Old Testament, because the New Testament wasn't even put together yet.
What? Come on.
He's going into the Old Testament and about to show them in the synagogue that Christ is Christ.
Boy. That's what you should be able to do.
Right. Don't do it, no. That'd be funny to me, man, cause it's right here, dog.
Right there. It's right. It busts your head once you slow down.
Christ ain't go back to the book of Daniel.
You know? Come on, bro.
Verse 3. Opening and legending that Christ must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead.
Right.
And that this Jesus whom I preached unto you is Christ.
Is who?
Flat out.
Christ.
Is Christ. Flat out. So you can't even get around that.
He was probably showing them that suffering servant, that Isaiah 53
and all that.
And all the other scriptures. I will not leave my soul
in hell, Psalm 16. And then they told him, look, David wasn't talking about himself. He saw it.
My Lord.
David talking about.
Christ himself went to Isaiah 61 where he cited what they call him.
Matthew 4. You want to go there?
Psalm 47.
She grabbed that next.
Matthew 24 tell you let your flight be not in the winter or on the Sabbath.
60 you talking about? You say what? Say it again, bro.
Matthew 24 says, let not your flight be during the winter or on the Sabbath.
And he talking about right before he returned.
Right before he returned.
Look, I'm here, y'all, with something. This about to be something we have to do and put together, sit down. Because understand, the Feast of the Most High, the Moedim, point to everything that's happened. You see what I'm saying? Christ came during the Feast of Tabernacles, and you got the atonement. You know what I'm talking about? Understand how those begin? You got Passover. So you got the wave sheep offering. That's why he told Mary, hey, don't touch me. I'm not yet ascended.
Yeah,
you have to know what these
we actually put a lesson together last year heading into the 7-month feast and showed all that. Like,
so understand when Christ come back, these are the feasts that's going to be fulfilled. Pray that it's not in the winter. So again, it's not saying we know the time, day, nor the hour. It's just you know the seasons, you know God's plan. And the scriptures tell you to be watchful.
You have the which is what brother calls the Moedim, or the appointments, or seasons. You know what I'm saying? Moedim, or Mawadam, or whatever. Those are seasons or appointed feasts for the Lord. But He gave them to us for a reason. They all got to do with His Son, down to what we coming up. September 16th is the first day of the trumpets. And what Christ gonna do right before He returns?
Trumpet gonna blow. Last trump. See, you always hearing trumpets. at the end. So
we got a
these are the feasts that will be fulfilled.
In the end.
And then what about that Jubilee?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'd be a cold study.
Yeah.
It'd be a cold study.
Yeah, we actually put that together. Matter of fact, I still got an old notebook with all that we went through. We went from Passover all the way down to the Feast of Tabernacles.
See what I'm saying?
And then showed how the Messiah foreshadows all of it.
All of it. Yeah.
Down to his return. The trumpet gonna blow, the people gonna be gathered.
Yeah.
We gonna look on him whom we have pierced and atoned.
Yeah.
Even though he done made the atonement already.
Right.
You feel me? But we gonna look on him whom we have pierced and mourn.
And
then the tabernacle of God will be amongst men. The Feast of Tabernacle. That's the
and
order.
what feast is kept in the kingdom?
Yeah,
that
the
we
Feast
know.
of Tabernacle.
And it just means Most High dwells with us.
Dwell with us. But you can grab that Matthew 4, like it's around. I mean Luke 4. I mean, you know, right,
17.
Yeah, right where he go and start at 16. Right where he go into, you know, and then he asked for the roll of Isaiah, and then you can read Isaiah if you. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get it. Luke 4 and what? Where we at?
Luke chapter 4,
verse 16.
Verse 16.
Read it on out, he bro.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and his custom was.
As his custom was. Come on.
He went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day.
What day?
Sabbath day.
So Christ's custom was to keep the fourth commandment of God.
So
Sabbath
follow
day.
Christ, Christian.
Right.
Right.
So-called Christian.
Right.
Stop making excuses.
And he stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah, or Isaiah.
Isaiah, and understand at that time it was a scroll. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible wasn't even put in the book in chapter form yet. It was all scroll.
All scroll.
You couldn't flip open the scroll of Isaiah and you had to find your spot. You can go to Isaiah chapter 61.
Right.
The Bible wasn't even put in the chapter and book form yet. So you really had to be a studious brother back then to understand. Like you had to straight open the scroll and find exactly where the scripture was at, because it wasn't separating chapter and book form yet. It was just straight scrolls. Come on, Hebrew.
And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found a place where it was written. And that's going to be the Isaiah 61.
Yep.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
So Christ is reading the Old Testament, saying this scripture got to do with me. About to bust their head wide open. Come on, Hebrew.
Because thou hast anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
In Isaiah 61, they call it good tidings. That means a good message.
And that's what gospel means, good news.
Good news.
Yeah.
To the poor. See that? Letting the poor know, blessed are ye. Come on, Hebrew.
He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted. To preach deliverance to the captive.
Hold on, preach what?
Deliverance.
To who?
The captive.
To who?
The captive.
And Jerusalem shall be tried down by who? Gentiles. You should be going to captivity. Christ say, I'm here to preach deliverance to y'all.
Now who's the most brokenhearted, suffering, need deliverance people out here?
The scripture tell you Christ came in the flesh because of Israel.
Yeah, ye shall fall by the edge of the sword and be led away captive into all nations. He just said, I'm here to deliver the captives.
Right.
So now you know who your deliverer is, Israel.
So you know every nation, you know what I'm saying, every nation has to police their own people. We have to be policed by other people. So I'm saying, who captives are you? We just saw a whole busload of them rolling past.
That's why these heathens are scared of the return of Christ, because they know when he returns, you come up.
That's why
they come down.
All this stuff
and that shakes the fabric of this society, man. They can't handle that.
Put all this stuff in the sky.
Everything that they trying to put together right now gonna come to naught.
But they can't they can't even touch us until the Most High allow it.
Right.
Feel me? So you brothers stop being scared, man. Get out here. We know it's National Defense Authorization Acts and Patriot Acts and all. We know about all that. Well, we supposed to go hide now?
Right.
No, we came right out into the streets. The next day he signed it.